Greetings. How are you feeling right now? If you're listening to me and you're in your early 20s, late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, and beyond, and you feel that you haven't accomplished much in life and you would like to accomplish more in life, well, then you're in the right place. And I would like to share with you a story of someone who would have felt just like you. Moreover, he was living in a time of a Great Depression. As a matter of fact, it was around 1933, and he had no work, he had no money, and he felt like a failure. But fortunately, he was invited to a meeting where he would find his mentor. And so each and every one of us, we need to have a mentor. And some of us never grew up in a home with a father. But we are grateful for social media where we can meet people who can provide us with good advice and become mentors to us. So, as I said earlier, you're in the right place. You see, the way you feel and think about yourself, that is what you will become. Because thoughts become things. That's one of the lesson that this young man learned from his mentor, Abdullah. And of course, I'm speaking about no other but Neville Goddard. And right now, he's all over the internet because people are spreading his message so much and it has impacted so many people's lives. And the reason for that, it is because when he was feeling like a failure, there was hope. And so there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Do not get caught up with age. Do not let the birthday thing get to your head to make you feel like a failure. There is always hope if you would just discover that your real identity is your divinity and that everything is based on energy, vibration, and frequency. Therefore, if you're willing to change your frequency by changing your mentality, then you would discover that it's never too late to learn or too old to learn or to turn your life around. You've been told to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. But in order for you to do that, you have to understand that everything is mental, everything is psychological, everything has to first be a thought, it has to first be an idea, it has to first be imagined. Therefore, that quote came out of the Bible. And so the Bible is actually a book of mind science. So if you were raised to believe in the Bible as a book of just morality and you believe that the stories that they are literal and that they are secular history, most likely you'll never really hold yourself responsible for your thoughts and your actions because you'll never realize that it is all about the human psyche. So one of the things, the most important thing that Neville learned from his mentor Abdullah is that the Bible was a book of mind science and that the preachers who've been interpreting it to the masses, that they have been taking personification for persons and they have been taking allegory for history. And so many people subscribe to secular Christianity, yet they go around with a mindset of lack, scarcity, mediocrity, poverty, and most of all, mental slavery. And so me bringing this message to you is to help you and to encourage you to learn to believe in yourself, to love yourself, to accept and embrace yourself because you must start with self. Because when Neville went to Abdullah with a burning desire, Abdullah taught Neville how to live in his imagination. And so while Neville was actually living in New York, Abdullah had him sleeping every night in his imagination in his mother's home in Barbados, and it became a reality. That is how you would prove for yourself that consciousness do create reality. That's how you prove also for yourself. The way you go to bed and the way you awake is what is shaping your life. So my brother, my sisters, the greatest encouragement I can give to you is to learn to know thyself, and you can only do that by being willing to unlearn and relearn and reprogram your subconscious mind. You have to come to the understanding that even your parents were brainwashed and they were passing down that same brainwash limiting belief onto you. Therefore, you have to be open-minded and not be one-track minded. In short, you do not have to be conformed, but you can easily be transformed if you're willing to renew or rearrange your mind. And so when Neville was willing to rearrange his mind, that was when he got the result. And that is when he discovered that feeling is the secret. Okay, so the way you feel about yourself have a lot to do with the results you will be getting in your life. Because you see, emotion is energy in motion, and everything is based on energy, vibration, and frequency. So your thoughts, they are thought frequencies. And your brain is a transmitter and a receiver of frequency. So be careful what you are emitting on the outside into the ether, because you're told that your words will not return unto you void, but it must accomplish that which is sent to and prosper anything where to you send it. You see, you have incoming thoughts and outgoing thoughts, but the most important thing that you must focus upon is the outgoing thoughts, because those incoming thoughts are not your thoughts. That's why you have to block them and stop them if they are not good for you. Okay, so whatever things are lovely, whatever things are pure, whatever things are true, if it have any virtue, you have to think on these things, because your mind is your greatest possession. Therefore, do not feel like a failure. If you do feel that way, you will create a life of failure, and you live your life as a victim. But I'm saying that you can live your life as an overcomer. You can live your life as one that is successful. You can live your life as one that is well accomplished, one who would have found his purpose and walking in his purpose. When you find your purpose and you walk in your purpose, you're told that your gift will make a way for you. It'll open up doors for you. So my brothers and sisters, you have no right feeling like a failure. Listen to messages like these. You have no right feeling like a failure when there's so many self-help books and self-development and self-empowerment books that are available out there, and many speakers like myself that are out there educating you, and all you have to do is just go on the internet and get the information and apply it in your life. You see, if you become a doer and not just a hearer, then you will get the results. And remember, results don't ever tell lies. So it doesn't matter what is your age. I'm saying to you, you're not a failure. You can become a conscious creator. You can become a deliberate creator. And you can create your life whichever way you want it to be. All you have to learn to do is to love, believe, accept, and embrace yourself. Start with self, and everything else will work out in your favor, because all things are working together for your good. Even the things that seem to you to be like a failure for now, when you get the results, you realize that your suffering cannot be compared with your blessings. So, with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me, what I'm saying, if it really makes sense, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or you'd like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And I will also encourage you to get my latest book, which is called The Secret Vagina Mystery of the Virgin Birth. So where I'm sharing with you my experience of the birth from above, the birth from the skull, and show you that you're a physical, psychological, and spiritual being. Therefore, do not just hold on to the physical birth. There is a psychological and also a spiritual birth that you must experience to discover your higher self, your Christ self. But for now, if you're willing to be open-minded and to go into the psychic world, you would realize that you can use your psyche to create your life whichever way you want it to be. And that is also another form of immaculate conception. But the real thing, which is the virgin birth and the resurrection, is when you have that spiritual birth, where you bust your crown chakra, okay, and become invisible. So I'll definitely encourage you to get that book plus Spiritual Recipe for Better Living and all my other books and journals that are available on Amazon. However, just before I leave, I just want to remind you that I have a Patreon community, and if you'd like to be a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. However, for those who are willing to donate $20 or more, I have a course that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So my encouragement to you is to make sure that you check out all of the links that are down below and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.